everyone, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to be custom painting my Bible. This is the ESV single column journaling Bible from Crossway. I got it on Amazon, and the cover was white, and so I decided it would be cool if I could paint it myself. I saw a lot of ideas on Pinterest that made me think that I should do this. It was a lot of flower ideas I was seeing, so I decided to go for it in my own way with my own colors. And to start off, I am putting construction paper in between the cover and the pages so that I could be careful not to get paint on the actual pages. I know there's probably better ways to cover it up, but this ended up being enough because no paint ended up getting on the pages. So to start off here, I am making the base color that I want the entire background of this Bible to be. I started with a base of white, and I basically was trying to make a light pinkish peachish color to be the background of the Bible.
What a nice color. I'm afraid I'm not gonna have enough. This is a really little amount of paint. I should put more, shouldn't I? Better to have too much than too little. Oh dear, no, I think it's way too much. It's okay. Better to have too much than too little.
So for this part of the video, I kind of just went in and started painting it. I am not very used to painting. I don't paint that often, and so I'm sorry if this is like terrible painting technique for those of you who are good at it, but I was basically just coating the entire covers of the Bible with the pinkish peachish color that I made, and it did stick to the, what is it called, construction paper a little bit, but I used the popsicle stick to kind of scrape it off. And it did get a little bit on the inside cover, but I wasn't really planning on doing anything with the inside cover, so I think it was fine. And I did dry off the inside cover and the construction paper just to make sure that I did not get paint on any of the pages by mistake. And then I went and did the back cover in the same paint color. Camera angle change here. I started doing the spine, and I'm sorry but this is like the most horrendous painting technique I've ever seen. I don't know what I was doing here, but I got the spine painted, and then I for some reason spent an abnormally long time painting the spine and painting this little gap right here. Like, I spent such a long time. This is on 8 times speed, and this video is still that long on that part. I have no idea why I spent so much time, but it's okay. And then I started getting ready the colors to paint the actual flowers onto the Bible. So I was basically doing a lot of different shades of pink, and I started practicing the flowers on a separate sheet of paper before I went straight onto the Bible because I've never done this before. Then I went really slowly at first, you can see. I'll show you the first flower that I did without speeding anything up in case you're curious on how I did it. I'm probably not the greatest reference for you to be learning this, but in case anybody wants to know how I did it. I basically did it with like this dark pink blob in the background and then just surrounded it with like thick brush strokes of the really, really light pink. And then I would dry it off a little bit, and then I would add little strokes in like a sort of more coralish kind of orange color for the little strokes in the middle, which are just like smaller strokes in the same pattern that kind of round into a circle to look a bit more like a rose, just with more texture and different colors. I was very scared to do this straight on the Bible because I've never even been that great at like painting with paintbrushes, But I am really impressed at how this ended up coming out, so that's good. And so now I'm just showing you all of the roses I did in a super sped up version of it. It's like really sped up because this took me hours. I did add the little dots inside the rose after because I felt like that they added a lot of texture and just kind of made it look more finished. And so I put it on the back cover, the front cover, and even the spine because I thought that made it all look a little more consistent. I added these little leaf things and I did thin them out right there. And just added a few extra things to make it look a little more full and not just like roses. And then here I tried writing Holy Bible with bronze paint, and it was really nice paint, but as you can see I got my head really close to the camera and you cannot see what I'm doing at all, so I ended up stopping to film that part, and I'm sorry. But here's how it ended up looking. And then here is me doing the verse. This looks really bad, and so I actually ended up covering up this entire thing and not filming my redoing it, and so I guess you'll just have to be surprised at how it ended up looking. Moving into a sudden little unboxing, because it was hard to do the little letters with an actual paintbrush, I ended up ordering some metallic color pens that would help me be able to get those finer words in for the small words for the verse page. And because, like I said, I didn't like how that verse page ended up, I did end up going over it with the same acrylic color of the background so that you wouldn't be able to tell. I did not do that on camera because my head would have gotten in the way and I felt like the camera was making me mess up. I got these pens and I did redo the verse using the Tombow blender pen. I just used it as a paintbrush with the same bronze paint, and I think it came out a lot better this way just because I'm more used to using an actual brush pen, and so it still wasn't very easy, but it was definitely easier than using a paintbrush. So as you can see, this already looks a lot better than it did before. And I wrote Holy Bible on the spine, and you can probably already tell, but I used the gold paint to add some accents to the flowers to make everything look a little bit more shiny and nice. And then moving into another little unboxing, I ordered a bunch of stuff from the Daily Grace Co. to help me finish customizing this Bible. This bag I kind of just got for fun, but I got these sticky notes to help me take notes because I did get this Bible for the purpose of taking notes. And the biggest thing was I got these Bible tabs so that I would be able to have this is the Bible on the side just because I thought that would look nice. I got some that matched the color scheme that I wanted to do, and I did order these like a week in advance maybe, or like a few days in advance before I started this project. Here I'm Mod Podging the whole thing, and now here I'm putting on these Bible tabs, and at first you can see I completely messed up and I was so perfect with my measurements and started putting them all on the Genesis page, and then I realized I had to take them all off and completely wrinkled the Genesis page, but oh well, I guess. And so I started putting Bible tabs on everything, which was a super long process because the 66 books of the Bible, but it ended up coming out really well, and I do really like how the Bible tabs looked. And I did not get to say this while I was painting the actual Bible, but while I'm doing the Bible tabs, I will say that the verse I put on the back of the Bible was Isaiah 40 verse 8. The grass withers and the flowers fall, but the word of our God endures forever. And I just thought that was fitting because the Bible is the word of God and I'm writing this on a Bible. And so now you are about to see the final reveal of how this Bible turned out. So I really love how it turned out. I love all the metallic paint. I love the color scheme. I'm really surprised that I managed to do it this well. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that I didn't get much of the actual painting on camera because of me getting in the way and stuff. But I still hope you enjoyed this video. Here's how the Bible tabs and my Bible notes look. I'm really happy with this Bible and happy with how it turned out. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more uploads like this in the future, and be sure to comment down below your thoughts and if you liked it. And be sure to also follow my Instagram at little.flock, flock with 2 Ks, for bullet journaling and tutorials and other uploads. And thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!